Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Morning, Shifu.
How are y'all today?
Good.
Okay, so yesterday's exercise was on the first of the 10 wholesome deeds. Yeah, to abstain from the 10 unwholesome deeds. And yesterday, the exercise was to uh, identify and perhaps write down the times where we actually have this unwholesome thought to kill. Yeah. So today, did you manage to identify it? Huh? Did you manage to identify when you had murderous intent? Suddenly, when you use the word murder, it doesn't feel so right. Uh, when we say we slap on the mosquito, we kill mosquito, doesn't feel so bad. When we say, oh, you murdered the mosquito. Oh, then suddenly, oh, 罪过,罪业深重. Then you feel, oh no, they're so evil. But as far as the mosquito is concerned, it is like that. Uh, so today, then is directly try to catch yourself. Okay, you may or may not catch yourself having such thoughts. Yeah, but try to catch yourself whether you have that intent. Yeah, and of course to very even more consciously avoid killing or harming any sentient being. Oh, can you all do that? Try. Okay, try. Yeah. Previously, we had an exercise about intent. So this is a continuation of that, but going into the the specificity. The earlier one is more general, just noting the intent. And if you did that quite clearly, then this exercise will be much easier. Yeah. If you find that you try to watch your intent or the harmful intent, not able to do it, then just watch intent in general. Yeah, okay. Uh, um, the subtlety of the intent is very important. Oh, let me just tell you in brief my own encounter. So I was in Myanmar and for 3 months for the rains many years back, and um, so they have the Myanmar monks, right? And then we have the visiting monks who is from various traditions, various countries. And then I tell you, it's very silly. So you all can laugh at Sifu. No, no, don't laugh. You all may feel like laughing, okay? Catch your intent to laugh. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe not so good karma for you to laugh at Sifu. So, so, so usually when we go to the meditation hall, we just go there and meditate. Yeah. The teachers, the Sayadaw actually don't meditate with us. When you go to those retreat centers, the Sayadaw only give teachings. They guide you, they give interviews, but they don't sit there usually. Yeah. Um, then only Chinese Mahayana and the Tibetan tradition, the the teachers will sit there and go through the whole retreat. Uh, but in the course of it, it's quite interesting because during meal time we will queue up. Yeah. During normal days, normal sitting, you don't queue up. You just go in, find a spot, sit down. So during meal time, you queue up, right? And I tell you, 人就是这么奇怪. Human beings are so strange, To become a monastic, you give up, in a way, you give up a lot of things, right? Yeah. You give up your position in society, your position in company, everything. Even you give up your hair. Yeah. How nice your hair is, give it up. Not that my hair was nice to begin with. My hair was always fighting with me. It's like it doesn't want to stay on my head. So anyway, having said all that, you know what was the thing that I did or that came up in my mind? So every time we queue up, right, I always have this uh, a bit of defilement arising, discriminating thought. No? Then I'm thinking, hey, how I, yeah, at least I'm also fully ordained, ma. How come these novices, these are clearly novices, right? They are just small little kids. How come they are queuing in front of us? They should be queuing behind us. Yeah, stupid thought, you know. Then, because in the monastic order, whenever we queue up, we have to queue by the seniority. That means when we ordain. And I tell you, when I was in US, there was a senior monk from Taiwan. He's been ordained for 20 over years. But he don't care about queuing in front or behind. And one time we were talking about this, and then you know what he told me? He said, "Aya, 这个戒啦, that means the seniority is only used for queuing up for food lah. That's all it is lah." Super self-deprecating. And of course, at that point in time, I don't really appreciate that. I feel like, oh, it's so important. It's just a rule. We must stick to it. I'm not saying that we shouldn't stick to rules, okay? But I'm saying that while the rules are there and we should observe it, but your attitude, the way you observe it, that's important. Are you observing it out of pride? Ah. And that's why even when you're doing Dharma activity, if you do it with pride, it's tainted. Even when you are doing sitting, that's why there was one talk I gave on Tuesday, that when you do your practice, be careful of pride. Otherwise, pride can come up and impede your practice. Then you, if you're not careful, you still think you're doing very well, you know, but actually you're already drowning in pride. And that's what happened for me when I was in Myanmar. So when I was there, I also cross-trained in the Theravadan tradition. That's why I got this robe, right? Then of course there are some people who say, no, you come back already, then you're not supposed to wear this robe. I'm like, all this, I respect all this as Buddha's lineage, right? So it's not as though I wear a priest robe from other religion, right? But anyway, that's another story altogether. The important thing here is this. You know what I did? While we were queuing up, when I was wearing the Theravadan robes already, then there was this other monk from where? From Korea. And every time, and then that day I arrived earlier, and then when he arrived, right, he kind of like stand in a way that is like I noticed him coming. Then you know what I did? 哎呀，大陆讲了都，哎呀，真是不好意思。然后 Japanese will say, "残念ですが." You know what I did? I took one step to the right. Now it may seem like, so what happened? I took one step to the right to block him. That was 10 over years ago. Paiseh. But you know what happened when I took that one step? I literally took one step because my right leg touched the floor. I immediately catch the intent. Then I realized, no, this is a very wrong intent. So if anybody actually observed me, right, this is what happened. So I was queuing up, right? Then, oh sorry, you cannot see my face. You must see my facial funny expression. So I was standing there. So I noticed, coming already. But before I usually you take one step, then your left leg come over, right? I just took one step and I caught myself. uh, yeah, because by then it was maybe I think it was maybe the second month of the retreat, or maybe towards the end of the first month of the retreat already was 3 months, right? So by then, the Sayadaw's instruction for myself was to observe the intent. Yeah. Yeah. Including daily activities. You move your hand, watch your intent. Yeah. Intending, and you just note intending. So when you are doing the practice, it seems like very mechanical. Don't know what's going on actually. But then if you do it so regularly, even just taking one step, it's as though I stepped on a nail. Yeah. But if you are not, um, if you don't do the practice, then you even feel justified. And after that, you still go and tell your friend, hey, oh, I teach that person a lesson. You still feel so self-righteous. Yeah, you still feel so self-righteous. Oh, yeah. So maybe tomorrow, only 1/3 of the students left. But okay, do stupid things like that. You know what to do. Your your marriage can only get this kind of sifu. Okay, breakfast offering here already. Okay, so have a watchful day ahead. Yeah, don't entertain murderous intent.